fam, this is your girl, Miss Diva Trucker 43, and I'm coming to you today because I wanted to explain the pay between a company driver here at LTI and the pay between a lease purchase operator here at LTI, okay? So this is just an example of your settlement statement as a company driver, okay? So right here I'm going to put company driver. Okay, so if you are a company driver, okay, these are the this check is ending in June, okay? So my husband started here before I did. So when he was here, while he was running as company until I came over to do a lease purchase, okay? So these are the trips and the miles that he did for that week, okay? So the total amount of miles was 2,346 miles, okay? And the gross was 985.32, okay? Now your base pay is 42 cents a mile, okay? But he actually got paid 55 cents a mile because of the guaranteed pay, okay? So he ran 2,346 miles and he actually got paid 55 miles for the guaranteed pay, okay? Because the guarantee, if you out for 7 days, is $1,100, okay? So these are the deductions. You have to pay $25 a week in escrow for your truck in case you damage it or anything like that. They do take out $25 a week for that, okay? Also, there was two $50 advances, okay? And then there is a guaranteed pay per diem, which was $28.67. A guaranteed pay for regional, which is $86.01 to make up the difference of the guaranteed pay, okay? Every first of the month when you come over to LTI, you do get when you come to LTI, you get a $2,500 sign-on bonus, okay? So every first of the month you will get $200 additional for 12 months, a part of your sign-on bonus, okay? They do reimburse you for your scale. Now you can use your comm data and you don't have to worry about that to get reimbursed for your scale, okay? So we're going to take the total gross miles, which is 2346, and the actual amount that he got paid for it was 55 cents a mile, for a total gross of $1,300, okay? That's the total gross pay. Now, if you see up here, you take $1,300, which is the total gross pay, and plus you have your $286.73, which is your per diem for the week. But the only thing that's taxable is the $1,013.27. So if you take the 2,346 times the 55, you should get $1,013.27. Plus you add $286 for your per diem. That's where you're getting the $1,300 from, okay? So the total gross is $1,300, but you're only taxed on your miles. You're not taxed on per diem, okay? You're only taxed on your miles. Now you still have to claim your per diem at the end of the year, but you tax on the $1,013.27. So there was 56 taken out of federal, 14 taken out of Medicare, 62 taken out of Social Security, 24 taken out of state, and there was a $125 deduction from the two $50 advances and the $25 that you have to put in escrow, okay? So got reimbursed for the scale ticket, the per diem pay. That would make a net difference of $1,287. Okay, so basically, let's see, and this is claiming single, just one person. Okay, that's claiming single. Okay, so that's where you get your taxes from. So if he did not have the, let's see, if we make that gross pay minus, let's see, 13 minus 200, take away the bonus. Okay, so you're looking at $1,100 a week for 7 days as the guarantee. Okay, so that's where you get your $1,100 a week for the 7 days as your guarantee. So these are the things that you take: the $1,100. This is what your pay will look like: $1,100 if you're out 7 days. Okay, plus your $286.73. Okay, now you're taxed on this part, but you're not taxed on this part. Okay, so once you take the taxes, you add this in, and that will be your net. Okay, so right now, and then right here you have that, if he didn't take that $50 advance, then that would have been the $100 back in the account. So let's see, normally, okay, this check is $11.27. 100. It would have probably been, after everything taken out, it would have been $927.87. Okay, you see where I'm getting that from? I'm getting that from, if you take away the bonus of $200 plus, but you add that 100 back in there because he wouldn't have had the advance, you take $127.87 minus $100, and you should be looking at the $927.87 a week after your taxes are taken out. Okay, so whether you run 3,000 miles or 2346, take that and what you're getting paid now and see if you bring home a net of $927 every week. Okay, so no matter what you do, if you stay out, this is what your pay will look like every week. Okay, I just want to come and show that to you for company driver. Okay, now let's move on to lease. Okay, now when you come to LTI, I would recommend that you drive company for a couple of weeks, because over here you don't get the 2 weeks where you run for free. So I would rather, because you got to go home and get your stuff, and you don't want them expenses kicking in right away. So get your route, know what you're going to run, know what your miles is going to be before you sign on as your lease. So come over here, run about 2-3 weeks as a company driver, and then make the decision to go into lease. Okay, so that's what we did. Now this is our check as far as being a lease purchase operator. Now take in mind, we are a team. Okay, our goal is to get over 6,000 miles. Okay, so we're working on that. We just got a new business contract that is going to run us to Colorado, I think like 4 something times a week. So we are working where it's going to give us up to 6,000, over 6,000 miles a week. Okay, so right now this is just showing this check, and the reason that I'm showing you this is because I want you to look at the fixed costs, the fuel, and compare it to what you're doing now to see if it's a better outcome or not for you. Okay, but you may have to compare it as a single driver. Okay, so this settlement is from the 26th. Now we get paid on as as a lease purchase operator, you get paid loaded and unloaded miles of $1 to a mile. Okay, that's your base rate. Okay, so you get to pay $1 to a mile on loaded and empty. Okay, so last week, I think last week, we ran 5,191 miles. So we had plenty of downtown to do what we needed to do. We had a gross revenue of $5,294.82. Okay, now when you add in your fuel surcharge, we are looking at $1.27. Now you get paid the fuel surcharge on loaded and empty. So we got paid $1.27 a mile for 5,191 miles. Okay, so our gross revenue is $6,577.29. Okay, now these are your deductions. You have a bobtail, which is $762. Your escrow, which was $415.28. Now this is the money that they take out for your maintenance. In case your truck breaks down, you got to get a tow, you got to get a PM, anything that you need done to for your truck. As an owner operator, you must pay for it. So they take out 8 cents per mile each mile you drive every week. Okay, so this will fluctuate up and down. Okay, now with this at KLM, they took out 11 cents a mile. Okay, over here they take out 8 cents a mile. Now they also have a $50 security deposit. They take that out, $50 a week, until you reach $5,000. Okay, and what that is if you take and damage the truck, take the Qualcomm out, put holes in the truck, all kinds of things that you could do to the truck, they have a $5,000 security deposit. Okay, that they require you to pay $50 a week. Now, this is your heavy use tax. This is a tax that you pay $500, I think it is, a year. So what they do is they take that out every week of $12.41. Okay, our lease payment is $643. Okay, now this will vary depending on the truck you have. Between a 13 and 16 truck will mean that your payment will be anywhere between $400 and $600. Okay, so our payment is, because we have a 2016 Freightliner, $643 a week. Okay, we're going to try to get that down by bringing in our own truck. Okay, now I have the legal plan, which is $3.68. Help you cover if you get a ticket, any legal actions and things like that against you. It's good to have. Okay, my license deduction, this is for our tags and plates and everything like that, is $103.82. Okay, occupational accident workman's comp is $34.61. Now my physical damage is $109 a week. Okay, now this covers my husband and I, so you gotta think about it as team. Okay, these deductions right here, the insurance, that is like a double payment because it covers my husband and myself. Okay, now we pay for our own death. Okay, and this is the fuel that we use. Okay, so we pay for our fuel. Okay, we get reimbursed for our lumper, our trailer washout and scale, we get reimbursed for that. So the total amount of deductions is $2,718.17. Now, as I told you before, you get a $2,500 sign-on bonus for when you come to LTI. So we got $2,500, okay, $2,500 for me signing on, but we get paid that $200 a piece a month, okay, until that $2,500 was paid out, okay. Now, my husband referred me here to LTI, so he additional gets another $3,000 in bonus money for referring me. That is paid out through the whole year as well, okay. So so as far as the bonus, that's what, 10, 4, 5, 8, $8,000 in sign-on bonus that's paid throughout the first year for coming to LTI, okay. So we got $5,294.86 mileage. Other is $1,282.47. We have $2,718 in deductions and $53.75 in reimbursement, for a total of net $3,912.87. okay. So what we do is we take that and we split it down the middle, okay. Husband and wife, we split it down the middle. He has his own account, I have my own account, okay. But the goal is to net, I think we can get that up to at least 45 a piece, okay, a week, okay. So we're trying to get that bottom number up, and the way we can do that is increase our miles, lower our fixed costs, lower this cost, okay. So we can get that lowered and we can increase our miles, then our net will increase as well, okay. Now, if you notice, there's no Qualcomm rental, there's no trailer rental, okay. Now, if you bring your truck in here, you are now at $1.05 plus the fuel surcharge a mile on all miles, okay. And the only thing that they take out if you bring your own truck in will be you can have your own insurance if you want. You can they will take out the insurance for you, but if you want, you can have your own insurance, such as the bobtail and physical damage. You can have that if you bring your own truck in there. If you bring your own truck, you do not have to pay the $5,000 security deposit, okay. If you bring your own truck, it's up to you to keep a maintenance, because that's your truck, okay. So if you bring your own truck, I would recommend to still keep your maintenance going as well, okay. And then if your truck is paid for, then they're not strict on a year, make, and model of the truck that they that you bring in, because we don't go to California, okay. So if you don't have a payment and you bring in a truck that's paid for, that's another $643 a week back into your truck, in your check, okay. Another thing about LTI is I like the fact that if I get sick and I'm not able to run for the week, then my husband can run for me. You know, he can run the truck by himself, I can run the truck by myself, okay. So I don't have to be in the truck to for the truck to keep moving, okay. We could switch out, or if he had to do something, I can run it. If I got to do something, he can run it. Another thing that I like about LTI is that if we decide to go purchase our truck, we can also put a driver in the truck, okay. I can put somebody in this truck to run this truck for me, okay. I can't do that at KLLM. The lease person has to be the person in the truck at KLLM, but here, if you're the lease person, you do not have to be in the truck. You can put a driver in the truck for you, okay, to run your truck, okay. And that's the flexibility that I like. So this is a one time to come and just give you the numbers for the difference between a company driver at LTI and a lease operator. So you got to take in mind, this is a team, and you have to do your numbers. I would average it off of maybe 3,000 miles, okay? And I would do all the deductions and payments and manage that and see what you would make. Do I make more money over here than I do KLLM? Yes. And the reason why is because my base rate is higher, okay? At KLLM, I was making 90 cents per mile, okay? My base rate is higher, and I only got the fuel surcharge on loaded miles. Here, I get the fuel surcharge on all miles, okay? So that's where I'm getting a higher thing. And then you have to take it down. My truck note is higher than it was at KLLM, but take in mind that I am a team, okay? So there's two of us. So the payment is okay for me right now, okay? This is a start that you can look at to see how you will run your operation, and if it may be a better move for you over here at LTI. If so, don't forget to, if you think that this is something that you would like to do or you're interested in, all you have to do is give them a call. Put your application in at ltitrucking.com. You can call the toll-free number. Don't forget to ask for Dante. Let me put his name so y'all can see it. Okay? Don't forget to ask for Dante. Okay? Tell Dante, Miss Tamara told you to call. You put in your application. Could you tell me some more information about LTI, company versus lease? Okay? He will be more than happy to do that for you. Other than that, that's it, y'all. If y'all have any questions about the lease or the company side of LTI, don't forget you can always inbox me. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions for you. And the last thing I want to say is the reason why I like it over here is because of the potential to grow, okay? And the potential of my income can be higher as far as my miles. The potential of me switching out and bringing my own truck in is to lower my fixed costs is an option. And I also have the option of putting drivers in my truck. So you can start and add drivers here. If you got a truck and you want to put a driver here, this may be an option for you, okay? Other than that, that's it. And I will come back to you with another video about some things that we're doing on the truck, okay? Bye. Talk to you later.